In this video, I want to share something truly important: 7 natural compounds your kidneys absolutely need. Trust me, you don't want to miss my number 1. It's a powerful antioxidant that can make dialysis unnecessary. Some are so potent, yet so often overlooked, that we've had patients come off dialysis in just 12 weeks simply by adding them. Here's the thing, even missing just one of these nutrients can put your kidneys in serious danger. That's why today, I'm going to show you exactly what your kidneys are craving and how to give them what they need to thrive. Number 7. Let's dive right in. Our number 7 today is a mineral that can be your best friend or your worst enemy: magnesium. Everyone seems to have a favorite form. Some swear by citrate because it's cheap. Others love glycinate because it helps them relax. And yes, there are those fancy, expensive versions that make, well, your poop fancy. And honestly, that's okay. The real issue is deficiency, and magnesium deficiency is far more common than most people realize. Medications like omeprazole, other PPIs, water pills, or even vitamin D supplements can quietly drain your magnesium. Low magnesium can worsen diabetes, spike your blood pressure, ruin your sleep, and wreak havoc on your kidneys. But here's the catch: if you already have kidney disease, especially in later stages, taking magnesium supplements can be dangerous. Your kidneys may struggle to clear it, so supplementation isn't always safe. The better approach? Focus on magnesium-rich foods: avocados, bananas, leafy greens, oats, barley, and chia seeds, natural sources your body loves. If you suspect a deficiency, ask your doctor for a magnesium test at your next checkup. Now, why does this matter for dialysis? Think about it this way. I've seen patients come off dialysis by addressing just one nutrient. But if your kidneys are missing even one essential nutrient I'm sharing today, it's not a matter of if your kidneys fail, it's only a matter of when. More than 80% of CKD patients have at least one vitamin deficiency. And prescription drugs can make this worse. If you're waiting for your doctor to check all of these nutrients, you might be waiting too long. That's why I'm sharing this with you today, so your kidneys are protected from preventable damage. Before we move on, do me a favor, like this video, tap the notification bell, and share it with a friend who needs to know how to care for their kidneys. Up next, number 6. Let's talk about another kidney-saving nutrient: zinc. It doesn't get the spotlight magnesium does, but trust me, it's just as essential. A zinc deficiency isn't just a minor thing, it can quietly sabotage your health. We're talking higher blood sugar, frequent infections, slow wound healing, a weakened immune system, hair loss, and even erectile dysfunction in men. Here's a hidden problem: many of the blood pressure medications CKD patients rely on, like lisinopril, Vasitec, and losartan, actually flush zinc out of your body through your urine. They're supposed to protect your kidneys, but they can quietly create a deficiency that nobody seems to address. So, how do you boost zinc? Plant-based options are great. Hemp seeds are a powerhouse, cashews pack a punch, and even oatmeal helps. But here's the catch: if you're on those common blood pressure meds, food alone might not be enough. That's why I created my renal multivitamin from Biotech. It's designed to make sure your zinc levels and other key nutrients stay where they need to be. Remedies also contains methylcobalamin, the only safe form of B12 for kidney patients, and CoQ10, a kidney-saving antioxidant you won't find in any other renal multivitamin. That's why I named it Remedies. I truly believe it's the best renal multivitamin out there. It's a simple step to protect your kidneys and avoid preventable nutrient deficiencies. Up next, number 5. Let's talk about a vitamin you really can't afford to skip: vitamin B12. Seriously, skip your B12, and you'll feel slow, tired, and completely drained. The only thing moving fast in your life might be your kidney progression. Yes, that was an anemia joke. If you didn't laugh, it might just be your B12 deficiency talking. Here's the tricky part: plants don't naturally contain vitamin B12. Some plant milks are fortified, which is helpful, but most supplements out there are cyanocobalamin, the synthetic form made in a lab. And here's why that matters. Cyanocobalamin contains a small cyanide molecule, while methylcobalamin, the natural active form, does not. Sure, the cyanide in supplements is usually safe, but for kidney patients, extra cyanide isn't something I'd ever want in your system. Your kidneys already have enough to handle. That's why I created Remedies, the first and only renal multivitamin with methylcobalamin. No synthetic shortcuts. No extra stress on your kidneys. Just the nutrients your body actually needs. Think about it. You could buy a multivitamin that's sugar-free, vegan, non-GMO, but forget that it's still loaded with cyanide. That's like something straight out of an Agatha Christie novel, and honestly, it frustrates me when big brands try to copy my formulation and get it wrong. Your kidneys deserve better than that. So, next time you choose a renal multivitamin, make sure it's doing its job protecting your kidneys, not giving them more work to do. Number 4. Let's move on to another nutrient you really don't want to miss, especially if you're taking a blood pressure pill, which is true for about 90% of CKD patients. Number 4 is vitamin B9, also known as folate. Folate is essential. It helps your body make red blood cells, turn food into energy, and produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. Without enough folate, you'll feel like a zombie, too tired even to shuffle properly. Now, you might be thinking, I don't care how I feel, I just want to protect my kidneys. Fair enough. Here's why folate matters. One of the largest studies on CKD patients found that blood pressure medications don't work properly unless you're getting enough folate. In fact, taking folate alongside an ACE inhibitor slowed kidney disease progression by 44%. That might not sound huge, but for a stage 3 patient, it could mean needing dialysis in 20 years instead of 14. Just one vitamin giving you 6 extra years of freedom. That's the power of folate. So, where can you get more? Leafy greens like spinach, turnip greens, kale, and asparagus are excellent sources. I know, potassium is a concern with those if you're on lisinopril, but if you're already taking my Remedies, you don't need to worry. You'll get plenty of folate from your daily dose, without risking your potassium balance. Moving on, number 3. As I mentioned earlier, folate helps create red blood cells, but there's another nutrient that's even more critical for fighting anemia: iron. Tracking your iron levels and supplementing when needed is absolutely essential for anyone with CKD. Why? Partly because the best plant-based sources of iron, spinach, kale, broccoli, chard, are also high in potassium. But more importantly, iron deficiency is extremely common. I see new CKD patients struggling with iron deficiency almost every day, and most of them aren't getting treated, not even with a renal multivitamin. Often, it's just the wait-and-see approach. Here's the scary truth: just one deficiency can undo all your efforts to protect your kidneys. Iron deficiency is as common as vitamin D deficiency. Over 50% of men and 70% of women with CKD have untreated iron deficiency. Let that sink in. Chances are, if you have CKD, iron deficiency could already be a silent problem in your body. Many doctors are testing for vitamin D, but iron? Often overlooked. And if you do have iron deficiency anemia, some doctors might just be waiting for it to get worse before acting. I see this all the time, and it's alarming. I designed Remedies to include some iron, of course, but I can't put too much in a multivitamin, it wouldn't be safe. That's why you need a nephrologist who truly monitors your iron levels. Many primary care doctors don't fully understand CKD lab results, especially since inflammation can make iron readings tricky. This isn't my opinion, it's backed by a nephrology professor from the University of Pennsylvania. So, be proactive. Make sure your nephrologist is watching your labs closely, and if you have anemia, ask, why am I not supplementing iron yet? Coming up next, number 2. Now let's talk about a nutrient that's not just essential: selenium. This one is so powerful that medical research has shown it can actually improve kidney function. That's right, supplementing selenium might even help you see your GFR tick up on your next lab report. Selenium deficiency is surprisingly common, and even a mild deficiency can contribute to kidney damage. Correcting it has been shown to support kidney repair and boost function. It's one of those nutrients that can truly make a difference. So, where can you get more selenium? Plant-based sources include sunflower seeds, brown rice, and mushrooms, but the real superstar is the Brazil nut. Just one a day gives you more than enough selenium. But be careful, selenium is powerful, and too much can be harmful. One Brazil nut a day is plenty. Why does selenium matter so much for your kidneys? Because it's not only an essential trace mineral, it's also a potent antioxidant. And antioxidants aren't just protectors, they can actively improve kidney function. They work best as a team, so getting a variety of antioxidants together is key to helping your kidneys thrive. Now it's time for number 1. The heavyweight champion of kidney-saving nutrients, the superstar that made a real difference in patients' lives, is CoQ10. Remember that landmark clinical trial I mentioned at the beginning of the video? High-dose CoQ10 helped dialysis patients so much that, in just 12 weeks, 9 of them were told to stop dialysis altogether. It sounds unbelievable, but it really happened. Here's why CoQ10 is so critical: without enough of it, everything can start to fall apart. Low CoQ10 can lead to unexplained joint, muscle, and bone pain, and yes, even kidney damage. Deficiency is common, especially if you're over 50 or taking medications like statins or beta blockers, which deplete this powerful nutrient. That's why I included CoQ10 in Remedies, along with selenium. Together, they form a synergistic duo, boosting each other's absorption and antioxidant power, helping your kidneys function better while protecting your whole body. When it comes to protecting and detoxing your kidneys, eating properly prepared garlic and garlic supplements as medicine can make all the difference in the world. Garlic on an empty stomach can fight all the main risk factors for kidney disease: blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood glucose levels. And scientists confirm that. What you should know about garlic is that you need to eat it in a particular way to get the benefits. It doesn't work if you don't prepare it properly, if you cook it, or if you don't eat it on an empty stomach. You should also know that there are supplements that can provide allicin, the active ingredient of garlic, without the side effects of garlic body odor. However, not all supplements contain this active ingredient, so I'll also show you how to choose the perfect garlic supplement. Because it's a big goal what we're setting with today's video: delaying or completely avoiding dialysis. Garlic is a real medicine. It has a tangible, proven effect on the kidneys. Garlic for high blood pressure. So, question: can garlic really help repair the kidneys? Well, only science can answer. In this study, aged garlic extract at doses of 600 to 1,500 milligrams was just as effective as the drug atenolol at reducing blood pressure over a 24-week period. As you may already know, you absolutely need to lower your blood pressure naturally if you want to stop the progression of CKD. I'm putting the emphasis on naturally here, as this is very important. Pills may lower your blood pressure, which you need to survive, but they could mess up your serum potassium levels or some other very important parameter, forcing you to take more pills and face severe dietary restrictions. Yes, the reason why people with kidney problems cannot eat bananas are ACE inhibitors, not kidney disease. Now, garlic, on the other hand, has no side effects, according to this study and many others. So, if you use garlic to lower your blood pressure, it means you may get rid of not just one blood pressure medication, but potentially several. The other thing worth noticing about this study is that they outlined a very specific range of doses for garlic, 600 to 1,500 milligrams of aged garlic extract. What this means is that if you want to use garlic to lower your blood pressure, you need a lot of garlic every day prepared in a special way that I will show you in the next part of the video. Eating just a couple of cloves a day is not enough to achieve the same allicin that 600 to 1,500 milligrams of aged extract would provide. Garlic for diabetes. Now, kidney disease is not just about high blood pressure. Many people have kidney disease due to diabetes. According to a big review of studies recently published, a daily dose of garlic or allicin supplement ranging from 0.05 g to 1.5 g achieved a significant reduction in the level of fasting blood glucose in 1 to 2 weeks compared to the control group. This is really impressive, truly an amazing result. But like for blood pressure, if you want to use garlic to get rid of your diabetes medication, you need the right dose, alright? Many patients also need to take cholesterol medication, which, just like high blood pressure and diabetes drugs, will keep you alive but at the cost of significant side effects. Garlic plus lemon juice for cholesterol. What if I told you that eating garlic the right way could also replace your cholesterol medications? A 2016 study published in the International Journal of Preventive Medicine concluded that a garlic lemon juice mixture may benefit cholesterol. People in this study received 20 g of garlic daily, which is around 4 medium-sized cloves, plus 1 tablespoon of lemon juice at the same time as the garlic. Interestingly, in this study, they compared garlic plus lemon to just taking garlic and just taking lemon. What they found was that the effects of garlic alone on blood pressure were about the same as garlic plus lemon juice. However, garlic plus lemon juice was significantly better than anything else at lowering cholesterol levels. We are talking about significant results comparable to what people would get from a cholesterol medication. Incredible, isn't it? With just 2 natural ingredients, someone with kidney disease could, in theory, get rid of half their medicine cabinet. Other effects of garlic. I've spent a lot of time studying the material I'm showing you today, and I will show you in a moment what is the correct way of taking garlic to actually stop the progression of kidney disease while reducing the number of medications you take. It's worth noting that while statins, metformin, and blood pressure pills have a long list of nasty, debilitating, and kidney-damaging side effects, garlic has an equally long list of healing effects. In fact, other than lowering your blood pressure, blood glucose levels, and cholesterol, garlic will also improve insulin sensitivity in people with diabetes. Protect your heart health and guard against atherosclerosis. Protect against various types of cancer. Fight oxidative stress in the body. Reduce inflammation in the body. Detox the kidneys from heavy metals. Combat kidney infections and infections in the body. All of this is proven. So, you will feel a lot better really fast when taking garlic daily because of its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Yes, it truly looks like if there's one food that's going to keep the doctor away, it is garlic, not apples. How much garlic should you consume? So, how much garlic should you consume daily, and how should you prepare it? Okay, guys, before we get into the practical part of the video, remember to consult with your doctor before adding supplements to your regimen, especially if you are taking anticoagulant medications such as Coumadin or warfarin. How to prepare garlic to help with kidney problems. Because garlic is an especially potent remedy, as we have seen. What many people don't know is that it doesn't contain any allicin when fresh. Yes, you heard it right, allicin, the active compound of garlic, is not in it. So, here's how you prepare garlic to get allicin. First of all, start with 2 medium cloves of garlic. Now, peel them and then mince them. Wait 10 minutes. Garlic contains one amino acid called alliin and an enzyme called alliinase. Alliin and alliinase are contained in separate compartments of the garlic clove. Allicin, the highly volatile compound that provides all the benefits of garlic, originates from the sulfur-containing amino acid alliin and a conversion facilitated by the enzyme alliinase. The miracles of science. When garlic is minced or crushed, the two ingredients come together to generate the precious compound allicin, and this process takes 10 minutes. Gulp it down with a glass of water and a tablespoon of lemon juice. This way, you are also going to lower your bad cholesterol levels. And this is exactly how you consume garlic to fight kidney disease, according to science. The best time to do this would be first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. You can also take another 2 medium cloves of garlic in the evening. However, this may not be enough for some people, as in many cases, not even ACE inhibitors, statins, and beta blockers are enough to get the blood pressure low enough. The best strategy in this case would be to also employ some lifestyle and dietary changes, such as exercising, eating a plant-based diet, and avoiding junk foods. These can really go a long way in managing blood pressure and blood glucose levels. What about garlic supplements? There are various garlic supplements to choose from. To find something that works, you will have to look at the label first to know how much allicin they contain. Now, this one I got here contains 2 milligrams of allicin per capsule. It's actually the strongest garlic supplement I was able to find. This is a garlic oil supplement, as you can see, and it's a good choice if you're in Europe. This is manufactured in Britain. A very good brand you can find in the US is Kyolic. This product has almost 4,000 reviews on Amazon.com and adheres to good manufacturing practices, which should ensure your supplement is packaged and labeled properly. The aging process of the garlic also helps cut back on the strong garlic odor. Another brand you should be able to trust is BRI Nutrition. They also adhere to good manufacturing practices and state on the label how much garlic extract equivalent the soft gels contain. It's odorless garlic, so it shouldn't give you body odor problems. What you should know about these supplements is that they usually contain between 2 and 5 milligrams of allicin per serving. Garlic cloves yield about 2.5 to 4.5 milligrams of allicin per gram of fresh weight when crushed, and one fresh garlic clove weighs 2 to 4 g. So, you would have to greatly exceed the recommended serving size of any of these supplements to get the same amount of allicin from a couple of garlic cloves. Should you do that? Again, consult your doctor. Okay, guys, the bottom line is that you can actually use garlic to delay or completely avoid dialysis. I'm talking about a serious, proven step in the direction of repairing your kidneys. However, you will have to be diligent and do your own research on the subject. You will have to find which dose is right for you and write down all your lab results and parameters such as blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and blood sugar levels. In the meantime, keep taking good care of your kidneys and be good to yourself. Thank you for watching.